Alright, so in school, we were reading a book called The Eyes Were Watching God for a project. We were following several themes. Everyone was chosen to pick a different theme. So, a funny story about me, I used a wheel of names to pick which theme I was going to be following for the entire story. And that's how I landed with self-discovery. I didn't choose it myself, the wheel did. I would have recorded footage of it, but I will reenact, I can reenact it, but not really, because it would just choose a different theme than self-discovery. But you get the point. I chose self-discovery because the wheel actually, by fortune, landed on self-discovery. So, yeah, this is I was crazy, but I was able to manage through thanks to that decision that the wheel made, which is crazy. So, yeah. So, we're now going to be talking about how Janie, as a person, grew through self-discovery because, I've been following that theme in the book, and, we're going to have different alternating backgrounds for these. It won't be an entire summary of the story. It will just be following the self-discovery points. Any previous information that needs to be known for the self-discovery theme in this one to make sense will be shown. Okay, so the first thing about self-discovery here is that in the beginning of her life, she gets into school, right? She didn't know what skin color she was for a while because, she didn't have a mirror because mirrors weren't common back in the day. So, with that being said, Janie discovers that she is colored. This is important because she discovers something very crucial about herself that she didn't know until now. This is what self-discovery is, and we're going to continue seeing that throughout everything of this story. Okay, so now we have chapter 2. So Nanny had been telling Janie about her life story because, before then, Janie was, had the feels. We're gonna sum it up at that, but yeah, she didn't want to be forced into a marriage and stuff, but then Nanny told Janie what has happened in her life before then, and then put me down easy, Emma Crack play. It means that she's been through so much before she's been through so much because of that life story. I would highly suggest you read the book for that because I don't really. I left the classroom during all that because it was kind of a sensitive whole topic, but basically Nanny had been telling her about her life story. Thing was, it was really it was a whole bunch of trauma and stuff, and so yeah, that's pretty much what chapter 2 is, but so to skip a little bit, we have Logan and Janie coming together because of Nanny, which she died, but that's not important for whatever I'm pulling up. So basically, with Logan, Logan was just not for her. Joe had given her the opportunity to go to Eatonville, where Logan was, because Logan was, bad, and, Joe was, ultimately the better option for her. Well, yeah. She said yes, because even if it doesn't turn out good, that basically means... So she basically went with Starks, because even if it doesn't turn good, it's way better than what Logan was giving her, so yeah. which is where Eatonville is born. Eatonville is going to be important through a few chapters of this story. Not everything. So Joe had founded modern Eatonville. And, well, let's just say Janie has been mistreated through all of this, because Joe has gotten a little power hungry. So, yeah, that's what happened with that. And, well, it's also led to some other things, because the only way she can have peace is under a tree, because she's not with Joe. So that leads to the death of Joe, which she finally gets the freedom to express herself in the way she wants. So she broke the hairnet, and there you go. So yeah, the end of the net. And she hated her nanny, as her nanny forced her into a relationship with Logan, which she did not want, and well, it didn't succeed in the first place. So yeah, she can close the store herself now, which shows that she's free from Joe now, because she can close up the store. But then comes Tea Cake. She gets into a relationship with Tea Cake. Everyone else is kind of jealous, or like they think that something bad with her is gonna happen because of a story that happened. But yeah, with that, Phoebe talks to Janie about the whole thing, and well, yeah. But then they refer to her as her own woman. Joe didn't, like, this is the first time she's ever been referred as her own thing, not like they used to call her Mr. Stark's wife, but now she's just her own thing, which, yeah. And then they head to Palm Beach, which the people of Eatonville have warned her about what people like Tea Cake would have quote unquote done, which is why she's thinking that Tea Cake is one of those type of people, but it turns out he's not, and we continue with this. We then skip a bit because they go to the Everglades, and yeah, so this introduces the muck and stuff. So they work along the muck, but she actually has fun with Tea Cake, unlike Joe. And then one moment in chapter 17, he whips Janie to show ownership. Not because she did anything horribly, it's because he's showing the ownership of Janie. Which, yeah. But now, for basically the end of the book, there was a huge hurricane that happened for Okeechobee. Yeah, they were going through it and they were escaping through Palm Beach. There was a whole flood that happened, and then there's just a cow that was there. He risked his own life by going to the cow, and there's a dog on it, so he fought the dog. The dog bit him, but the dog ended up losing the fight. Well, I mean, technically, Tea Cake lost the fight too, but we'll get to that soon. So Tea Cake, unfortunately, got rabies, which sucks because we all know how that ends back in the day. There was no cure for it. And, well, yeah. So, yeah, he's dead. R.I.P. Tea Cake again. We all love Tea Cake, don't we? But, yeah. Now we go to the end of the book, which finally we have the end of the book. She starts, like, after the whole story, she was reading the whole story to Phoebe in the beginning. So, yeah, she remembers Tea Cake because he's never technically dead because she still remembers him. But Tea Cake is never going to be dead in the memories of Janie because he loved her the best way he can, and he did. Every single other relationship that Janie has been in has been terrible. Not Tea Cake. Tea Cake was the best one out of all of them. And Tea Cake treated her like a princess. She remembers Tea Cake still. That love is still there. She remembers Tea Cake in a good fashion. She'll continue loving him and continuing to go back to that until she forgets, which I don't think she will. But yeah, she keeps thinking about Tea Cake, and he's not dead in her memories.